So when it comes to the three components of identity, you have to understand that you are not your body. You are also not your soul. These are something that you possess or inhabit, or rather, your soul is something that inhabits your body. Who and what you are is the essence, is the consciousness that animates and materializes and manifests both your body and your soul. Who you are is the one, the source, the God aspect, your primordial self. That's what you truly are, the one that is ether, the fifth element, the one that's connected to everything. Look at these birds over there, as I say that, flying as one because they're cohesive. They're a cohesive entity. And there's no need to understand that because it's primordial instinct. Okay? So that's where the body, you can think of it as a machine, because it is a machine. It's a biological machine. It's a biological organism. That's what your flesh is. So your first trial is to overcome the body, overcome your primal instincts, overcome you have to transcend polarity consciousness and understand that there is a delay, there is a pause that you can take between reactions. Most people at this level are just reacting. They are at a mammalian, monkey, kind of reptilian brain state within their nervous system. You can think of these as gates or thresholds that have yet to be unlocked within your suit, or your body, or your machine, or your avatar. Think of it as a computer with multiple, or a video game character with multiple DLCs and expansions, or add-ons that you can add on. It's just that you're operating at the base frequency. Most people don't know there's so many levels beyond that because they're so egocentric. It's hard for them to transcend this one point because they think they're so individualistic. Okay, these are often the most arrogant and loudest people in the room who think they are. This is where the world revolves around the person. Okay, and because they run that script, that program, that the world is happening to them, they're always playing a victim. And they feel that the life and the world and everybody else owes them something for nothing. They demand respect for nothing. They demand to be treated and given charity, essentially, because they feel. And of course, we are all God's creatures. There's a caveat here, but I digress. Okay, when you can transcend, okay, when making decisions, when there's a stimulus, there's a moments where you can choose. You can choose. You can decide. Once you realize and create the neural pathway that you can decide and create your own reality and enforce that program, is when you truly arrive for the first time in your own life, because you are able to meet yourself in the mirror without distortion, without needing other people to validate you and your existence. You don't need to wear a mask. You don't need to perform. You simply show up as you are everywhere you go, because life just is. It happens everywhere you go. So you just show up for it in every moment, including the mundane parts, because they're not actually mundane. There is no good or bad. Everything is perfect. When you can maintain the observable neutral state is when you transcend polarity consciousness. That's the triangulation. That's what all the video games, like Zelda, the Triforce, like everything, like Trinity, so many things, Neo, Trinity, Neo Cortex, Neo in the brain, waking up, realizing you can control your reality, all these metaphors, concepts in video games, entertainment, and media, they're all telling you something about, it's not these creators like, oh, I'm going to put hidden messages to wake people up. No, it's just unconscious instilled memory that just comes through the human's avatar as creativity. It's in the DNA. It lives and breathes within us. It's code. It's the fifth element, bro. Primordial fire. So that's what you are. That's alchemy. That's what everything comes from. When you can connect to that source inflection point is when you realize there is no death. You can only grow and expand. You can only evolve. You can only learn. You're not a master. You're an eternal student and teacher. But you don't teach. You show up. And people learn through your presence. Because the moment you try to teach is the moment you step back into the ego. And the ego loves to reinforce itself through thinking it's spiritual. Or more holy. Or preaching about religion. Or being... You know, you don't want to be a leader. You're not a leader, bro. Like, fuck that shit. You're not trying to lead people anywhere. Where are you leading them, bro? You don't even lead yourself, bro. Where are you going? Okay? So you could fool everybody. You could be the clown and pretend and have everybody convinced. But you have to remember, and I'm going to leave it here. It's all one. You can't go anywhere. You've always been right here entertaining yourself for eternity. I don't know how many times I have to say that. I'll say it for eternity. Eternally. You and me in this ecstasy. This is harmony. Feel the divine energy. It's a frequency. Align consciousness. Spiral geometry. It's the tree of life within the celestial sea. That is you and me. Alright, I'm out. Peace.